Hey guys, it's Mike the Yankee Down Under coming at you with a special edition of today's episode, which will be the beginning of Wanda Week. Yep, that's right, it's Wanda Week. All week I'll be doing Scarlet Witch. Today we'll go ahead and go through a pre-constructed deck, taking on Crossbones. I'm sure everyone and their mother by now has probably seen all the Scarlet Witch cards, so I'm not going to go ahead and bore you with those details. But they do look pretty interesting. We got Guardians of the Galaxy coming up next month, and then following that, we'll be getting Star-Lord and Gamora. Gamora looks simply amazing. Star-Lord looks interesting. Matter of fact, I didn't even really even heard of Guardians of the Galaxy until the movie came out. But I'm pretty sure I'm not alone on that. So anyway, with Crossbones, we're going to do Crossbones 1 and 2 because we're playing Standard. We're going to give them the Experimental Weapons deck, the Standard encounter set, and then we're not going to sub out any modular sets. We're going to play them with Hydra Patrol, Weapon Master, and Legion of Hydra. So we're going to go ahead and create the Experimental Weapons deck and set it next to the main scheme deck, which would be this. Crossbones is going to have a scheme of 1 and attack of 1. He'll come with 12 hit points, and when he has a weapon attached to him, his attack's going to gain piercing, so tough's not going to work against him. He'll discard all tough status cards from the target before dealing any damage. That's all shuffled up there. As for a hero, one of the Maximal's Alter Ego. She'll come with 3 recovery. She's a mystic, a hand size of 6, 10 hit points, and has the same action as her brother Quicksilver. Because of superpower siblings, you're going to discard 2 cards from your hand, and then draw 2 cards, and then you're going to draw 3 instead if Pietro is in play, and that's limited once per round. Like I said, she has a hand size of 6, along with 10 hit points. Alright, that's all shuffled up. Let's go ahead and flip it over. To attack a Monothetum, they'll come in with a threshold of 3. So once it goes past 3, the scheme's going to advance to the next phase. It'll come with 0 threat, and it will advance by 1 threat per player at the beginning of the villain phase. So let's go ahead and deal ourselves 6 cards and see what we get. Then let's turn the tide. Swift Retribution, Crisis Averted, a Hex Bolt, 4. Turn the tide is 5. I got the Hardness is 6. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of Crisis Averted. We'll do that. We'll get rid of Swift Retribution. We'll get rid of that. And let's get rid of the Turn the Tide. We already got 1 in our hand. Let's go ahead and draw 3 more cards, giving us a Strength and a Multitasking, and finally a Power of Justice. Let's go ahead and do Superpower Siblings to discard 2 cards from our hand and then draw 2. So let's get rid of Power of Justice and Multitasking to draw the Crisis Averted and another Crisis Averted. Alright, so let's go ahead and spend 1 to put Agatha Harkness into play. So she's a 1-cost support with a mineral resource. She's a persona and has an alter ego action. We can exhaust Agatha Harkness to look at the top 3 cards of our deck, add 1 to our hand, and place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So let's go ahead and do that. Speaking us a Spiritual Meditation, a Magic Shield, and another Hex Bolt. Let's put the Magic Shield in our hand, and then let's put these 2 at the bottom, like so. Let's go ahead and spend 1 for the Magic Shield. Let's go ahead and flip her over to her hero form, which is Scarlet Witch. She has 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. She's an Avenger Mystic. It has an interrupt called Chaos Control. So when booze icons on a encounter card will be counted, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of booze icons on that card instead. Limit once per phase. Let's go ahead and punch her for 1. Knock down 11. And why not? Let's spend 2 to play a Hex Bolt. So a Hex Belt's a 2-cost event. It has a hero action to discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each card discarded this way that has boost icons equal to 0, you deal 2 damage to an enemy. 1, remove 2 threat from the scheme. 2, draw a card. 3 or more, you're going to place a status card on the character. Let's go ahead and do the first one. It's a 2, so we get to draw a card, giving us Chaos Magic. The second one is a 1, so remove 2 threat from the scheme. There is no threat, so we ain't got to worry about that. And the third one is another 2, so we draw another card, giving us multitasking. And that's going to end our turn there. So we'll go ahead and bring everything up. Let's mulligan multitasking, and we'll draw in to Order of Chaos, which is fine by me. So let's go ahead and advance the scheme by 1. Bringing it to 1. Also got to give him his thing, his rifle there from the experimental weapons deck. So I'll give him +1 attack. So when the attached villain attacks, he's going to get ranged and spend an energy and a physical resource to discard the card. So now he has 2 attack. Well, I should also have Turn the Tide and Power of Justice. So I have a hands up to 5. All right, he'll attack. We'll do 2. We won't defend. We'll do 2. Plus another 2 is 4. Let's go ahead and use Mega Shield. So only take 1 damage. And we'll get an counter card, giving us an Assault, which is a Treachery card. And I cannot play Order in Chaos because I can because they're both not being played on the thing. So team up, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch. Next 1 per deck. Hero interrupt when a treachery card is revealed from the counter deck, cancel its reveal effects and deal 2 damage to the opponent. But it doesn't say Quicksilver has to be in play. So let's go ahead and, well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to do Order in Chaos to get rid of that treachery card to deal 2 damage, bringing them down to 9. And then let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and play Turn the Tide. Oh, actually, let's work for 2 to get rid of that. To play Turn the Tide. So after a hero thwarts, removes all threat from the scheme, which we did, deal 3 damage to an enemy. So that brings Crossbones down to 6. And then let's energy and physical. So let's go ahead and spend the energy. And Chaos Magic is a wild, so we'll treat that as a physical to go ahead and discard the rifle. So now he only has 1 attack. Let's do Agatha Harkness to look at the top 3 cards. Doing Wiccan, Spiritual Meditation, and Genius. Let's take Wiccan and put the other 2 at the bottom. Go on their turn, draw back up, giving us Speed, Heroic Intuition, Swift Retribution, and another Hex Bolt. Scheme will go by 1. Crossbones will attack for 1. We're not going to block. To 1, 2, down to 7. We're getting the counter card. Crossbones armor. It's an attachment. It'll give him +1 scheme, +1 attack. You attach the crossbones, and it has a force interrupt that when crossbones will take any amount of damage. Place it here instead, and if there's 5 more damage here, discard crossbones armor. So that's pretty much like Rhino's suit. Alright, so it'll be our turn. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to put Wicked into play. He has a 2-cost ally, 1 support, 1 attack. He'll take a damage anytime he uses one of those abilities. 3 hit points. He's an Avenger. Has a response after Wicked thwarts. Discard the top card in the counter deck. For each boost icon on the star's way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So let's go ahead and port for 1 to get rid of that. To discard a top card. To 1. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we can't do this. Let's go ahead and give him 1 damage. Putting 1 damage on his armor. 4 more to go before it goes away. Let's go ahead and trigger Agatha Hardness here to look at the top 3 cards, giving us Molecular Decay, Heroic Intuition, and a Warp Reality. Let's go ahead and take Warp Reality, put these other 2 at the bottom. And let's go ahead and punch it for 1. For another damage during that armor. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We're not going to mulligan anything, giving us another Magic Shield and a Hex Bolt. Scheme will attack the 1. He'll attack for 2. Let's go ahead and block. He'll do 2. Plus 1 is 3. We have 2 defense, doing 1 damage. And then our counter card. The Hydra Soldier, he's a 1 scheme, 2 attack minion, 4 hit points, and he has guard. So what this means, engage with you cannot attack the villain. When defeated, it deal the engaged player any counter card. That should be pretty dope. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's spend 1 for Magic Shield. Let's thwart for 1. Let's get the 1. He'll take a damage, and it's not an attack, so guard's not going to count. So we'll do another damage on the armor there. Let's do 2. Play a Hex Bolt. So Hex Bolt, discard the top 3 cards of the counter deck. For each card discarded this way that has boost icons equal to 0, deal 2 damage to an enemy. 1, remove 2 threat from the scheme. 2, draw a card. 3 or above, place a status card on the character. So the first card is 0, so we'll deal 2 damage to an enemy. It's not an attack, so it'll bypass guard. Get rid of his armor. Second card is 0. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Crossbones down to 4. Third card is 2, so we'll draw a card, giving us Swift Retribution. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Let's mulligan Swift Retribution, giving us Quicksilver, Molecular Decay, another Molecular Decay, Multitasking, and Spiritual Meditation. Alright, villain's phase. Number 1, he'll attack for 1. Let's just go ahead and no, I want to block the Wicked. Nah, I got block the Wicked. We'll just take it. So it'll be 1 plus another 3. That's 4. We'll spend Magic Shield to do 1 damage down to 5. Hydra Soldier attack for 2. Putting this down to 3. And then we will get the counter card. Treachery. Won't reveal Alter Ego. During the schemes, they have a weapon attachment. This card gains Surge. When reveal a hero, which we are, the villain attacks you. If they have a weapon attachment, this card gains surge. So he will attack. And we're going to block a Wicked this time. So do 1. And a boost. Give the villain a tough status card. If you cannot, heal 3 damage from it instead. Give a tough status card. Wicked is out of here. Our turn. Let's do Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards and discard 1, giving us the crest. And Magic Shield. Let's discard multitasking. Let's spend 1 for Magic Shield. Let's do Agatha Harkness to look at the top 3 cards. Energy, Spiritual Meditation, and a Hex Bolt. Let's do Spiritual Meditation. Put the 2 in the bottom. Let's spend a Spiritual Meditation and draw 2. Discard 1. Let's discard Molecular Decay. Spend another Spiritual Meditation. 2. Discard 1. Work Intuition. Let's do 2. Work Crest. So the 2 cost upgrade. Energy resource, interrupt when boost icons and a counter card are counted. Exhaust the crest to increase or decrease the number of boost icons of that card by 1 for discount. Let's go ahead and pour for 2. Get that done. And let's go ahead and flip over to Alter Ego. And then we'll end our turn. Drawing back up to 6. Hex Bolt, Energy. We're getting the counter card to protect yourself. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for multitasking. 6 is a Hex Bolt. So the middle scheme will go by 1. Middle scheme for 1. Plus 2, that's 3. He's going to scheme out anyway. So let's not bother. So that'll advance. We'll go to 2A, the Infinity Stone. So inside the Project Pegasus facility, shield agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from attaining the Reality Stone stored within. So we'll go ahead and flip that over. The Infinity Stone has a threshold threat of 6 per player. Will come in with 1 threat per player and advances by 1 per player. And when revealed, reveal the top card of the Experimental Weapons deck, giving him Power Gauntlets. So it has a force response after the villain attacks. After the attached villain attacks and damages you, he'll discard 1 card. Discard 1 card from your hand. It has a hero action, spend the mental and the physical resource to discard this card. And then Hydra guy, scheme for 1. Bring it up to 2. Giving us an encounter card. Our first encounter card is Crossbones Machine Gun. 0 attack. Attached to Crossbones uses 2 ammo counters. That's a 3. I don't want a 3. I need 2. It has a force interrupt. That whenever Crossbones attacks you, you're going to remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. to take 1 indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on a discarded card. And the second one is the Hydra Soldier. All right. So let's go ahead and get this show on the roll here. We'll go ahead and recover for 3, bring us up to 6. Let's do 2, 3, 4. Let's put Quicksilver into play. He's a 4-cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack. Will take 1 consequential damage when using those abilities. 4 hit points. He's an Avenger. You get to ready Quicksilver once per phase. So let's go ahead and attack for 2. 2 on him. 1 on Quicksilver. We're readying back up and attacking in. And then 2 on him. Taking him out. Let's go ahead and trigger. I got the Heartness to draw the top 3 cards, giving us a Genius, a Heroic Intuition, and a Hex Spell. We'll take the Hex Spell and the Heroic Intuition, put on the bottom. We'll keep the Genius. Let's go ahead and flip over to Scarlet Witch. We'll spend 2 for a Hex Bolt. So it's, first card is a 2, so we'll get to draw a card, giving us multitasking. The second card is a 1, so we move 2 thrift from the scheme, like that, back down to 0. And then the third card is a 2, so we draw another card, giving us Turn the Tide. And then it's just in our turn there. We'll get rid of multitasking, drawing into Spiritual Meditation, Heroic Intuition, and Molecular Decay. Alright, villain phase, so we'll go to 1. And he should be ready back up. Let's block. So he'll do 1. Should they? No, let's not block. He'll do 1. Plus 2 is 3. Let's get rid of that magic shield to prevent that damage. And then remove 1 ammo counter. Discard the top card of the encounter deck and take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on a discarded card. For 1, let's go ahead and change that to 0 with the crest, so we take 0 damage. It's awesome. Hydra Soldier will attack for 2. Let's go ahead and block it, taking no damage. It'll be our turn now. So let's go ahead and play this one up there. Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards. Put Reality and Magic Shield. And discard 1 from your hand. Let's get rid of Heroic Intuition. Let's go ahead and Quicksilver attack the Hydra Soldier for 2. He'll take the damage. Let's spend 1 for Magic Shield. Let's go ahead and turn. That's 3. Spiritual Meditation is 4. Swift Retribution is 5. We'll advance to 1. Crossbones, he's ready back up. Crossbones will attack. We'll go ahead and block with Quicksilver. It'll do 1. This 3 is 4. Quicksilver's out of here. Spend this certain counter. Two. Go ahead and change that to 1. Or use the shield. Let's change it to 1. Take 5. That's not discarded. The soldier will attack for 2. We use the magic shield to block all that damage. It's our turn. Oh, we gotta take the encounter card, which is Slipping Sanity, which is the obligation. Oh boy. Let's go ahead. We either flip to alter ego form to exhaust one maximum group from the game, or discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for each star icon in the boost area. Discard this way, place 1 threat on the main scheme, then discard obligation. Let's just go ahead and get rid of it. We're low on health anyway. So it's our go. Let's go ahead and trigger Agatha Harkness. Look at the top 3 cards, giving us Wiccan, Chaos Magic, and Spiritual Meditation. Let's take Wiccan. Got 2 on the bottom. Let's do Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 and discard 1. Multitasking. Let's get rid of multitasking. Let's Molecular Decay. Let's do 2. Let's put Wiccan into play. We'll go ahead and port. Get rid of 1. Dealing 1 damage to the Hydra Soldier, dealing 1 damage to himself. And that's in return. Giving us Crisis Averted and Magic Shield. So this will go to 1. So that's a 2. He's going to scheme because we're in alter ego mode. So he'll scheme for 1 plus 1. So that's 2. So 4. Alright, that's fine. Do that. That's 4. We'll scheme for 1, which is 5. Counter card of the Hydra Soldier. So it's our goal. Let's go ahead and recover for 3, bringing us to 8. Wiccan will 4 for 1. Let's get rid of that tough. We'll take a damage. Let's do Agatha Harkness to the top 3. Turn the Tide. Speed. Power of Justice. We need to get rid of those power gauntlets on the thing. Let's go ahead and keep Power of Justice. These 2 there. Let's go ahead and flip her over. Let's do 2, 3 for Crisis averted, so it's a 3 cost event. It's a hero action thwart, move 6 for it from the main scheme. If you pay for this, using the metal resource, ignores the crisis icon. We did because we had the wild, but there's only 4 on there, so we want to take off as much as we can. Bring that back down to 0. Let's do 1 for magic shield. Let's go ahead and ready up. So I got a 1. Crossbones will scheme for 1. Oh no, he'll attack for 1. Now it's block for Wigan. So it's 2. Get rid of Wigan. We'll take 2. And then we'll take another 2. We always want to do the magic shield. Let's do the magic shield. Counter card. A Hydra regular. So it comes in with it's a 1 scheme, 2 attack, 2 health, and it comes with a sight 1. So when he enters revealed, you're going to place 1 thread in the main scheme. Back up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. So attack for 1 to get rid of the Hydra Soldier. And spend the physical and the mental to get rid of the power gauntlets anyway. Don't worry about that no more. Let's do Crisis Averted to play Swift Retribution. So the villains are going to scheme, and then we deal 4 damage to the villains. So the villains will scheme for 1, plus a boost. So we'll give them a Tilt Status card. If you cannot heal 3 damage instead. So it takes the tough. So he schemes for 1. But our 4 damages are going to work, so the tough will just go away. Then we'll just end our turn there. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got Crisis Averted, Power of Justice, Turn the Tide, and a Hex Bolt. This will against the 1. He'll attack for 1. We won't block. Shit, 2. Let's reduce that to, so that's 3. Reduce, we'll exhaust the press to make it 2. 2 damage. Out to 4. He'll attack for 2. We'll block that. And then that's game because I just kicked the bucket. So it's my first time playing with that deck, but no, I really like her. She's really good. I think she'll be really good in aggression. So I'll tinker with that, and I'll put a video up with some deck building that I'm going to do with her, and hopefully they'll work out. And then, like I said, we'll go ahead and play one aspect per villain. See how that works out. But no, I'm really enjoying the Scarlet Witch deck. It's really good. I think the designers did a really good job on this. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for standing by and watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share. Thanks to all my subscribers. And spread the word on this new Marvel Champions channel. Other than that, take care, and I will see you later.